Women Now is brought to you by Intero, Gulati Financial, Building Kids, El Camino Hospital, and Pandit Parashar.
Hello viewers, welcome back to Women Now TV show, our show that connects, inspires and empowers. This show is brought to you from the United States. Every week we have a brand new debate, new great adventure and great fabulous guests.
Hello, I'm Usha Srinivasan from Women Now TV. I'm here at the Maheya Uchiyama Center for International Dance to talk with two of the Bay Area's most influential voices in world dance. We are going to be talking about the San Francisco Ethnic Dance Festival, a very unique and treasured Bay Area cultural institution. We have with us here Julie Muchet, who is the Executive Director of World Arts West, the organization that produces the San Francisco Ethnic Dance Festival. Julie, welcome to the show.
Love to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. We are really excited to have you here. Can you start by maybe telling our audience what the Ethnic Dance Festival is about? Give us an overview.
We are heading into our 36th annual season. It is one of the greatest cultural events to happen in America. It's incredible that there are so many local artists who are sustaining world dance and music cultures from all over the world here in the San Francisco Bay Area. And this is the one time a year when we gather masters from those communities to all present works on the same stage over the course of the entire month of June.
That's wonderful. And over the years, would you say you've presented almost 100 different dance traditions?
Yes, at least 100. And there is a list on our website, worldartswest.org. It's extraordinary, and it's interesting to follow the demographic changes in the Bay Area. And you can see that as soon as there's enough people from a culture here, and the dance arrives, and the music arrives, and the restaurants start coming, people have done their PhD theses on this pattern. And eventually, if the communities are here and interested in keeping their culture alive, then they show up on the festival stage.
On the festival stage. So I would like to show the audience this video that I think really captures the beauty and splendor of the Ethnic Dance Festival.
Great.
Let's take a look. That is just an amazing video. I can never get enough of it, and I think it really, captures the vibrancy of the festival, the variety and the breadth. Yeah. Now, as you said, the Bay Area is home to many different dance traditions, over 100. How do you go about picking, for any given year, the dancers that you're going to be presenting on stage?
It's a very difficult process. So each January, there is an audition process, and somewhere between 100 and 120 different dance groups will show up and audition over the course of usually 2 weekends. And we have a panel of experts, dance teachers and masters and scholars who all come together to talk about and evaluate the work. And then they all make selections and recommendations to the artistic directors of the festival, who work for several weeks to put together 4 different lineups.
Okay.
So if you come to the festival, each weekend will be a completely different group of festival artists.
Can you talk a little bit about why this year's festival is of special significance to the Indian American community?
It's been an interesting year in that every year we select an artist, or in this case, 2 artists, for a Lifetime Achievement Award. It was started in 2004 after we lost Malanga Kasqualord. And so an annual Lifetime Achievement Award was started in his name, and we've been given one every year. This year, the selection went to KP and Catherine Kuniraman.
Yes.
And as we progressed and started putting the festival together, we realized that they were the first dance performance of the first ethnic dance festival in 1978. Literally, the curtain opened and that's what they saw, Kathakali. So now to come full circle, to be presenting them with a Lifetime Achievement Award is incredibly special.
The other aspect of this year that is unique is the all 8 styles.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
So for 35 years, it's been 8 or 9 different dance styles on one stage in each show every weekend. This will be the first time we focused on one culture. And that came about there was some confluence for various reasons, but people had been saying, oh, Indian dance, it's all the same Indian dance. And they say that about a lot of cultures, but because the Indian dance community is so strong now and there's so many dance schools and so many accomplished master artists, we felt like this was a great time to put the 8 classical forms of Indian dance. There are more, but these are the 8 official ones from the organization in India, in Delhi, that determines such things. So to put them all together so people can see how very different they are. And our hope is that people will no longer say Indian dance. It's like, what kind of Indian dance?
It's like saying, do you speak Indian? Oh, no, I don't know what that would be, right?
Right, exactly.
Yes. So we're speaking about the 8 classical Indian dance forms: Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Kathakali, Kuchipudi, Manipuri, Mohiniyattam, Odissi, and Satriya. And for the very first time, we will be featuring Satriya on stage. So really
I myself have never seen it.
Yes, it is something to behold. I look forward to it. And finally, the population center, if you will, for the Indian American community is more towards the South Bay. And the festival is going to be at the Yerba Buena Center for the Arts in San Francisco. So what would you say to those people who would like, what would you say to them to urge them to make that trip over to San Francisco?
I do not know of any other time in America, and I can't speak in India, but certainly in America where all 8 classical forms have been on one stage at the same time.
Yeah, I don't believe it happens either.
So it's very special in that way, and I think this will be perhaps their only chance to see Kuniraman after 35 years, his legacy here. And the production values of the festival, we work very hard to make a seamless experience, a seamless show. We work hard with the technical crew and the scenic designers and lighting designers and sound designers so that it really is an experience unlike one that people would get to see anywhere, regardless of the fact that it happens to be an integrated experience, a seamless flow for 2 hours, just on 8 Indian classical forms. We are so lucky to have found a partner in Sangam Arts to put together an entire weekend just focused on Indian classical dance and to showcase all 8 Indian classical dance forms on one stage in America. It's an extraordinary opportunity.
CalCoast Financial Corporation was established in 1990. And since then, we have been providing outstanding mortgage services to real estate professionals, builders, and individual homeowners who are buying and refinancing their mortgages. We assure you of our best and outstanding service.
For more information, contact Roger Bakshi at CalCoast Financial at 510-552-6117.
Galati Financial. We work with an independent broker-dealer with no predisposition towards any firm or products. Unlike large Wall Street firms who may have a conflict of interest, we truly represent you with no bias whatsoever. Our value offerings are customized to your personal needs. Our systems are transparent and inspire complete confidence in our clients. We've been doing what is right for you since 1982.
We are always here for you.
For an astrological reading to see what the future holds for you, get advice on career, family, relationships, and life's unexpected surprises.
Call Pandit Parashar with over 35 years' experience.
Finding the right home in Silicon Valley can be challenging due to its diverse and dynamic landscape. We understand your needs and can help you narrow down your search and find you the right home that fits your requirements. Call us today.
For more information, please contact Kajal Shahani at Intero Real Estate Services, 510-304-6754, or visit us at www.kajalshahani.com.
Come and experience the hottest in happening, the one and only LED Glow Bar and Restaurant in the Bay Area. Visit theultimatelounge-gp.com. 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 Also enjoy unique dim sum style dining. Don't forget to mention this ad to get your complimentary ultimate beverage. Theultimatelounge-gp.com. Theultimatelounge-gp.com. Theultimatelounge-gp.com.
And now it's time for tips with Pandit Parashar. Today's question is, what is the significance of my time of birth when it comes to Indian astrology?
Time of birth is actually very important when it comes to practicing Indian astrology. The reason is, birth chart is nothing but the picture of the sky on your date of birth, from your place of birth and the time you were born. Just imagine that if we take the same picture of the sky after 1 hour, don't you think it will look different? People born on the same day at different time will definitely have different luck. So if you want to know precisely about yourself, get the correct time of birth, call me Pandit Parashar at 510-886-4370 for detailed information about you.
We are here with Mahea Uchiyama, the founder of the Mahea Uchiyama Center for International Dance here in Berkeley, California. Welcome to the show, Mahea.
Thank you,
and
Usha.
Thank you so much for inviting us into this beautiful studio that you have. So tell us a little bit about your dance studio and what forms of dance you teach.
Well, the dance studio is now in its 21st year right here.
Wonderful.
And I personally teach the dances of Hawaii and Tahiti.
Mm-hmm.
But we've also, over the 21 years, have had the range of dance from West African to Haitian to Bharatanatyam.
Oh, wonderful.
We have had Korean dance, we have had yoga, Balinese.
So truly an international dance.
Absolutely,
This
absolutely.
is tremendous. So I think it's only appropriate that I ask you about the Ethnic Dance Festival because clearly you are an ambassador of world dance. What does the Ethnic Dance Festival mean to you as a teacher and a performer?
Well, the Ethnic Dance Festival is the producer of the most renowned event of its kind that showcases culturally specific dance and places it in its proper orientation as something that is the equal to any other culturally specific dance, such as the ballet and modern and other forms of what we consider mainstream dance.
Yes.
So that to be able to be showcased on that stage means that as a dancer, as a teacher, as a director, that my choreography or my students are going to be given the highest level of production consideration.
That's wonderful. On par with anything,
anything
out there.
in the world.
Now you have traveled the world, you've lived overseas, and obviously you perform routinely everywhere. How does this festival compare with other festivals around the world?
There is no comparison.
Oh,
there really is no comparison in the sense that the breadth of this festival. You will not find another situation in which on one stage, we have the chance to visit and celebrate the range of dance cultures and music cultures, and at the level that we have here.
The quality is
amazing, especially considering that the performers are all local.
Cool, yes.
That's what's amazing. There is no place else that can do this.
Absolutely, I agree. I think this is a phenomenal festival and a great opportunity for people from all different backgrounds to come and celebrate each other's cultures.
Come and watch the show. Just come and watch the show, even if you've never seen it before. If you think you've seen, maybe in your community, I'm sure you have wonderful, wonderful performances. But to see them presented at this level on a professional stage by an amazing production crew, there's nothing like it in the world.
Absolutely. So, that's great advice. Thank you so much for inviting us into your studio.
You're
and
welcome.
We look forward to seeing you at the festival. The acclaimed dance critic from New York Times, Alistair Macaulay, called the San Francisco Ethnic Dance Festival a glorious achievement, a setting in which cultures can get together to celebrate their own cultures while they applaud others. This year's festival features a really unique showcase of all 8 classical Indian forms, a truly rare showcase. I hope you will all consider being part of this unique event right here in the Bay Area. Thank you.
Hi, this is Kajal with WomenNow. Today we will be talking with Roger Bakshi, broker, owner, and CEO with Calcos Financial. He's a self-made man who'll be sharing his journey with us today. Roger, let's roll back and talk about how you started your journey in this country.
Kajal, I came to this country in 1985 and in pursuit of American life. So that's how I got here to US.
And did you jump into real estate right then, or did you do something else?
Not exactly. First few years were tough because it's a new country, new system. I had to get familiar with the economy and understanding the industries. And I actually started with a mortgage company back in 1990. I used to work for a wholesale bank. And in that role, I was selling mortgages to the brokers.
Right.
So that evolved into the retail banking
Right.
In 1995. So that's how I became a mortgage broker.
Very nice. And was that in the Bay Area?
It was in the Bay Area. I
Okay.
opened my first office in the Bay Area in 1995.
Right.
And then, fortunately, things have gone very well.
Right.
Never looked back.
Yeah.
Each year we had phenomenal success.
Yeah.
Along the way, there were some bumps,
Right.
like any other industry, but we prevailed.
Right.
And we came out even stronger after those bumps. So now, here I am after 20 years.
Yeah, excellent. In the same spot.
Same spot.
In
yes.
Fremont.
Well, we have grown quite a bit. We have 6 offices currently. This is our corporate office
Right.
in Fremont, and we have branch offices in Union City, Livermore. We opened a new one in Pleasanton, and I have a branch office in Southern California as well.
Very nice. Excellent. So with the real estate market and the mortgage market, obviously we have a lot of ups and downs. How do you stay afloat during the down market, and how do you sustain with the employees and the staff in the up market?
Yeah, tell me about that. It has been a roller coaster ride,
Right.
especially more so since 2008.
Yeah.
As you know, the economy went south. Real estate was in a big mess.
Right.
Even the mortgages were in big mess. A lot of banks went under because before that, if you look at 2006, real estate was at the peak.
Right.
The homes were selling like crazy.
Yeah.
And the market had to correct itself.
Right.
And there were a lot of exotic mortgages at that time, like stated income loans, stated assets. So some of the borrowers didn't have to show any of their income or assets, and they got the home.
Right.
So those are the people who went through tough time when the economy went south. They could not sustain the mortgages, and that created a ripple effect. But now in the last 2-3 years, things have come out pretty well. And now, of course, we see the economy doing very well, especially in Silicon Valley.
Right.
Homes are selling with multiple offers.
Yeah.
And this time around, this peak, what is happening, or we are going towards the peak, but lending has become very strict.
Right.
In this environment, one has to have excellent credit, good income, and everything has to be documented.
Right.
T's have to be crossed, I's have to have a dot.
Yeah.
Only then that person can get a loan.
Right.
So I think it's a very healthy market.
So Roger, who is your hero? Who do you look up to?
That's a good question, Kajal. I have actually multiple heroes.
Please share.
So my U.S. hero would be Jack Walsh.
Country-based.
Country-based, of course, yeah. Major part of my life has been spent in this country.
Right.
And I look up to very successful people. I read a lot what these guys did so differently because of which they were so successful. And the person who I consider to be my hero is Jack Walsh, because he was the one who inherited General Electric at that time when the company was going through tough times. But he made it a very successful company.
Right.
And I read his book, Winning, and I think that explains what the winners do differently because of which they are so successful.
Yeah.
So those are some of the success principles which a successful person or successful business person should emulate. And it's not a rocket science.
Right.
The success principles, as you know, are very simple.
Yeah.
And if you practice them diligently, I think you're bound to succeed, no matter which field you are in.
Right. Awesome. And your India-based hero?
Oh yeah, so I forgot about that. So my India-based hero would be Ratan Tata.
Okay.
The guy who headed Tata Group of companies, and he bought companies overseas. Jaguar he owns. So he also did something which Jack Walsh did.
Right.
And because of which he has been very, very successful. And we don't have the time to go into the histories.
Yeah.
But just an outline. I mean, these are my heroes based on the things they did differently, and they believed in themselves, and they hired some right people.
Yeah.
Because of which they became very successful.
Excellent. So you have a very crazy schedule, running all these offices and lots of staff. What do you do to relax?
I do like a lot of people do. I listen to good music. I read a lot, but I drive a lot also.
I know you do.
Yeah, I've got fortunately good collection of cars.
Yeah.
In my spare time, I go for long drives and I listen to some nice soothing music, classical music, both Western and Indian.
Right.
So that keeps me going, and that gives me a time to think.
Right.
Because I think, and I mostly drive alone sometimes, so.
Where's your favorite place to drive?
I like water.
Right.
So I like to go to Tiburon. So that's my favorite place. I park my car there. I walk around the coast.
Right.
It's beautiful. It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
So that's what I do for relaxation.
Excellent. Any vacations? Do you like to travel?
Yes, I do. I mean, I like to take 2 vacations in a year. One is in July, one is my birthday. I normally like to celebrate my birthday over, out of the town.
Right.
And the other one is in December. So
right.
I love travel, and I like to see new places, meet new people.
Yeah. Helps you unwind.
Come to know about new cultures.
Right.
Yeah, it's very educational also.
Right. And what do you want to leave as your legacy? As Roger Bakshi from Calcos Financial, what do you want to leave behind?
I love helping people. I think, we are here because of the people I've helped in the last 20 to 24 years now. And I would leave a legacy where people say that Roger Bakshi helped all the people he came in contact with.
Right.
That's what I would like myself to be remembered as, a
right.
guy who went out of his way helping out people. And it could be both my employees and the people who work with me, and also my outside people like customers, my associates.
Right.
So that's what I really feel very strong about, to help people.
Well, thank you, Roger, for spending your afternoon with us and taking your time, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you, Kajal. Thank you for having me, and love to see you. And thank you again.
Well, before we let you go, it's never too late to be what you might have been, said George Eliot. So wear those shoes and get going, viewers. Thank you for watching us today. Like us on Facebook, Women Now TV, and let us know what you thought about the show today.